The Teen Phantom Part 25 in audio. Susie is too concerned about the earrings to notice Bill's remark. I don't know whether her mother had that kind on or not. She had very dark hair that covered her ears. She was a very beautiful lady and he was just as handsome a man. Susie, I am thinking of going to Charlotte's school this fall. Susie shows shock on her face. Do you think your father will let you? He wouldn't stop me. It could make him unhappy. I will not sacrifice our relationship. I want his approval and backing. I do not mean with money. I will work out my tuition. I would like to go too, but I don't know how I could. Why is that, Susie? I need to help my parents financially. My job is too important to me to just up and quit. Where do you work? I am an assistant manager at McDonald's. They are making me manager next month. At your age that may seem to be a good job to you, but there is no future in fast food jobs, and it is a shame the way they treat their help too. They will not let them put in enough time to have any security, and their wages are meager, and they all promote bad health. It looks as if you see it just like know-it-all Bill sees it. I suppose you two have it all figured out. For me, Bill says my parents don't need my money either. He says they are happier the way they live than most people in all Colorado. He says, having little money, they will eat well when the rest of the world starves. Bill says they have a good life. He says I am the one not happy with their lives. You have your heads together on that too, don't you? Susie seems very upset now. Charlotte realizes she must be kind but straightforward with Susie. Please, Susie, we have not discussed your business. I had no idea where you worked. That is why I ask you. Furthermore, I have no control of Bill thinking as I do any more than him thinking as your father does. Please, Susie, neither of us is trying to hurt you. At that, Susie relaxes a bit. Charlotte realizes that she must get to the bottom of Susie's problems. What does your father do for a living? My parents live on a little ranch out north of town. They raise everything they eat. It is all organic. They sell some. Oh, Susie, how neat that would be. That would be a great life. Many would look on them with envy. My father has plans for the school to raise most of their food. It will be all organic. Are you serious, Charlotte? Yes, I am, Bill. It is high tech when my father plans it. Susie, have you talked things over with your parents? Ask them if they were satisfied with the way they live. Yes, they say all they lack is to have children around. They love children, and I am the only one they could have. Charlotte must not speak her mind, but she realizes Susie's parents misses having an only daughter, as they would like one. How old are they? My father is 49 and my mother is 39. They could go to school to be teachers, then they would have a whole family of children. Susie is upset again. There you go again, almost word for word what Bill said, but they are too old for that. At 60 years old they would not be too old if it was what they wanted. It only takes a few years. If they went to the Truth and Life Academy, they could teach while they went to school. Really, that would be neat. My father would love that. If he would, I will do all I can to make it possible. Susie, this is truly going to be hard for me, but my conscience requires it. You must be honest with yourself in order to be honest with others. Everyone's first lover must be truth. Without truth you will never have true love for a companion, wife, husband, children, or yourself. You have been so obsessed with your problems which do not actually exist. You have been blind to all of the good things in your life. You are very fortunate to have the kind of parents that you have. You need them, they are not the ones who need you. I am sure Bill does not know all of the things that are best for you, but he cares about you more than you are willing to admit. He is one of the few boys I have known who displays such care and understanding. You are very fortunate to have Bill's affection and care. Susie glares at Charlotte and speaks in a hostile manner. Damn you, you little brat, what makes you so damn sure you know so much about Bill? You really know how to manipulate girls' boyfriends. don't you? At just 12 years, how could you be an expert at it? You have been with him less than 2 hours and you have him worshipping the ground you walk on. I cannot believe this. It's that damn big powerful magnet and that damn sweet intimate innocent face of yours. I am sorry that I have upset you, Susie. I do understand how it looks to you, but it is not as you are seeing it. I would never take Bill from you. I care about you, Susie. I just want you to have a more meaningful life. I want to see you and Bill closer to each other. Bill deserves it. He loves you very much. Susie looks down. She looks as if she may begin to cry again. What is truth, Charlotte? Most religions think it is just the Bible. The Bible is only history. It is not entirely accurate in some places. At least many view it in an inaccurate concept. There is some truth in the Bible if you understand it. The truth that is in the Bible is as a grain of sand on the beach compared to the truth of all the many universes our great Creator has created. Some live in a tiny world. It is no larger than a 6-foot square cardboard box. They are unable to see beyond the tip end of their noses. Bill smiles and whispers, "You are awesome, Charlotte. Truth is the existence of all things other than truth. There is nothing but the concept of an absence, emptiness, cold, vacuum, lies, deceit, ignorance, and death. They are all in the non-existence realms. Just the concept of an absence. They are only concept of a condition. Life is truth in motion. It is by truth that our great Creator brought about life to the entire universe. Love is a power or force. It is not just a feeling of emotion. Love is a segment of truth. Without truth you will not have love. It is tangible force. It will create. That is why truth must be our first lover. Then love comes from within us. We do not love because others love us. How others feel has nothing to do with our love. I love some people more than they love themselves. I cannot steal the love Bill has for you. If you truly loved Bill, you would be grateful that I loved him. Also, you would know I would never hurt him, and if I hurt you I would be hurting him, as he loves you very much. Love is not sex or marriages. They are for producing babies in order to avoid extinction of the human race. Marriage is not much without love. No sex relationship is good enough to make a successful and happy marriage. Charlotte, how do you know so much about Bill? I don't know, except that I try to see everyone as they are without prejudice or reservations. I think Bill is much like me. He is like my big brother. It is as if I have known him all my life. He has been very open and honest with me also. Bill looks into Charlotte's face with a very serious look. I truly think you are truth's loyalist lover. I have never heard of such things as you have spoken. I understand it. It will change my life. Mine too, Charlotte. I am so sorry for the things I said. You are right about me not being honest with myself. I have ignored my problems. I thought they would just go away. I have known for some time that I would have to quit my job. My boss has been very aggressive towards me ever since I went to work for him. I have just ignored his passes. Then I learned I would have to pay a big price to be manager, a price I am not about to pay. I know you both are right. There is no future in the fast food business for me. I am much like my father. I love children. I could have gone to work at the daycare center. It paid only a fraction of what I would make at McDonald's. I would be much happier at the daycare center though. Bill knows. He says money should not make our decisions. If you are serious about Bill, you should feel grateful that he looks at life in that way. He is concerned with your happiness. I am grateful, Charlotte. I just have a problem controlling myself. There is a powerful influence in our society that says, do your thing, don't give in to male dominance. Susie, I refuse to associate dominance with the relationship of husband and wife. If a woman is not happy letting her male take the lead, she is with the wrong male. A woman should marry one she is happy with him taking the lead. There are no so-called 50-50 marriages that are successful. That is the way my parents see it too. I thought that was just old-fashioned stuff. I suppose it is. It is old-fashioned to be honest, truthful, loyal, and virtuous too. Cheating on your husband or wife is the in thing today. Susie with a soft smile says you when your point is loud and clear. Male dominance is like a cuss word for women. You are saying marry someone you respect and honor enough that you would want them to be the family head. You see it clearly, the reason for the male to be the boss, superintendent, head of the family, or whatever you choose to call him, is not some rule of law in the Bible. It is because he is the one responsible. If the female is the one responsible, then she should be the supervisor. However, those involved should make that assessment and resolution before marriage. I need to ask you some questions concerning the fragile and frail influence you thought was so powerful. How do you think it would be if you had two bosses? It would not work. I would not know which one to go by. Do you think it would work for any other business? No, it would not work anywhere. It really astonishes me that people who think themselves intelligent can think that two bosses can work in a family. If you had a desire to be an assistant manager for a large clothing firm, would you go looking for employment with a company that built nothing but skyscrapers? No, that would be very foolish. If you wanted children, you would not get serious with a boy that did not want any children, then would you? With a nice smile, Bill says softly, I was truly misled to think the teen phantom needed any help if it was a girl. You are seeing clearly, Bill. Susie puts her feet on the seat, and lies back in Bill's arms. She looks up into his face with a sweet smile. I will never put makeup on again. I will try to be what you want me to be. I will not lower myself with that corrupted vocabulary. Charlotte understands. I have viewed up and down, in reverse. I have made life very confusing and complicated. I am very happy that you love my parents as you do. Do you want a lot of kids? Just as many as you would like, my love. Charlotte knows terrific boys when she meets them. She knows of what she speaks. I am very fortunate to have your love and care, Bill. Tears flood their eyes. They hug for the first time with true and pure love. Perhaps Charlotte is not without tears herself. It is not long before Jim and Carol come strolling back. They do not visit long, as Jim wants to head home. Bill joins Jim and walks over to the truck with the lunch box. The three of the girls visit for a few minutes. Then Carol speaks with urgency. I need to talk with Jim for a few minutes before he leaves. She turns to Charlotte and gives her an affectionate hug, and speaks in sincerity. It is strange the way I feel about you. You are my closest friend. I appreciate your kindness. You are going to see a lot of me in the future. I hope so, Carol. When Charlotte gives Susie a hug, Susie whispers in Charlotte's ear. Are you going to give Bill a hug before you leave? If you would not mind, I would like to. I want you to. It will mean a lot to him. When Charlotte meets Bill on the way to the truck, his eyes are misty. Charlotte has a feeling he had expected her to give him a hug before she left. I am looking forward to working with you, Bill. I hope your father realizes how important it is to you for him to be behind your decisions. Parents should not make children's decisions, especially those of your caliber and behavior of spirit. In Bill's emotional state, their embrace is very meaningful. You have shattered my past. Now I believe in angels, but as you say, they have no wings that you can see, but they soar to heights few can reach. There are no words capable of expressing my gratitude. We will see you in church tomorrow, Charlotte. When Charlotte turns from hugging Bill, she sees Jim and Carol through the haze of moisture with a few teardrops escaping. They are standing away from the truck 50 feet or so and look to be having a serious discussion, so Charlotte heads for the truck at a very slow pace. She gets in the truck and waits for Jim.